Alright guys, welcome along to AFC Game by Game, where in this video I'm going to be talking about Arsenal's away trip to France in the Stade Velodrome against Marseille. And given the other teams that are in our group in Dortmund and Napoli, Marseille are probably the easiest group, the easiest team in fact that we could have got first. Out of the other three teams in there, they're the team that I struggled to see actually progressing from the group stage. Yeah, they've got some good players, but frankly they're the weakest link in that group. But obviously they're not going in with that mentality. They were going in to win, and they proved that tonight. They played an excellent game of football, and frankly in that first half Arsenal were not good enough. We fielded a strong team. Per Mertesacker coming back from his illness. We saw the likes of Ozil start, Wilshere, Ramsey, Walcott. I'll talk about Walcott in a minute. I've just got a few things to brush over with him, but that first half we just weren't good enough. I mean, we created a few chances, but it could have been such a different game. I mean, Marseille could have quite easily gone 1 or 2 up in that first half, and we just weren't good enough. We looked lacklustre, we looked lazy, we looked a bit too comfortable at times, and going on from that point, Theo Walcott in that first half was atrocious. Okay, first 5 minutes of the game, he did have 1 or 2 chances on goal, and I'm thinking, yeah, okay, maybe he's getting back to his old ways, maybe he's going to score a couple in this game. But that first half, after 5 or 10 minutes, he just kind of disappeared. I mean, it was like we were playing with 10 men at one point. He kind of just went off the screen. I didn't see him whatsoever. I was really disappointed, not just with Theo Walcott, but pretty much the whole team in that first half. I mean, I know it's away from home, it was an intimidating atmosphere, intimidating stadium, but I would have expected a bit better in that first half. And frankly, I didn't see the likes of Ozil that much in the first half, and he was playing a bit wider out on the left-hand side this game, chopping and changing with Wilshere, and I think it's important that he gets to play in that role behind Olivier Giroud, because that's where he plays his best football, that's where he's most creative. And I know he did keep changing with Wilshere, but it's a fact that we saw against Sunderland, he is simply so much better playing behind the striker. That's where he creates some of his best football. But moving on from that point, it was the second half that we really asserted our dominance somewhat. However, in the opening minutes of the second half, we could have quite easily gone a goal down. I mean, they had an early chance, but thankfully we regained the possession. We were looking a lot more friendly going forward. We had a couple of early chances as well in that second half. Wilshere had an early chance, but we did look good in the second half, it has to be said. And in the 65th minute, we did get a goal through Theo Walcott. It was a great cross in by Kieran Gibbs, and the defender, the Marseille defender, did an absolutely atrocious job in clearing it. That's not the one thing you want to do, duck underneath the ball and just let it go straight to the striker. But Walcott took it very well, very composed, lethal shot into the top left-hand corner of the net. Mandanda and the defender could do absolutely nothing about that. Lethal shot. And yeah, for a player that didn't really turn up in the first half, Theo Walcott, after that goal, was a different player. You saw much more of him. He was busting the gut for the team. He was playing a lot better. And that goal, I believe, is going to give him so much more confidence. So we're going to see the real Theo Walcott. Now, I reckon after this, he's going to be scoring more goals. Like we saw towards the end of last season, where he was scoring goals for fun, really. He will get back to his best now. I just think he needed a goal to really inject him with a bit of confidence, and now he's got that. I'm confident he'll go on and score a hatful of goals in the remainder of the season. And he's a crucial part of our team. And it's just I'm so glad he's got a goal tonight, because, like I said, it will give him a massive confidence boost, and he's a key part of that team, linking up with Olivier Giroud as well as the likes of Ozil, and he is a big player, and hopefully now he will regain some kind of form and keep this solidarity going in some respects. But yeah, we really did press from there on in. It did look at times like Marseille could have gone level, but thankfully they didn't. And again, Aaron Ramsey. Words can't describe what kind of sensational form he is on at the moment. Again, he cut through the Marseille defence like it was butter, and an absolutely phenomenal shot. Okay, maybe it took a bit of a deflection, but you know, who cares? He's got another goal, and that's 6 goals for him now. And this is, confidence must be flowing through Aaron Ramsey at the moment. I'm just so pleased with him. I can't put into words quite how pleased I am for Aaron Ramsey after he's had those quite average, appalling seasons, and now he's come through. He's proved all the doubters wrong. He's proven to be one of the best midfielders in the league, quite frankly, if not the best. His start to the campaign has been phenomenal. If he can keep this going for the rest of the season, it's just amazing how well he's playing, and so much credit to Ramsey. He's got another goal, another outstanding performance. He put in an excellent tackle as well a bit earlier in the game. He gives so much to the team. He's a great player. I'm just so glad we've got someone like Aaron Ramsey in our team. He's also linking up really well with Wilshere, who I believe, again, did have a really decent performance. He was rather sublime as well. But yeah, Going on towards the end of the game, it did look rather comfortable. Kieran Gibbs, another man that I think really did stand out for me, and in my opinion, my man of the match. There's so many contenders for man of the match tonight, but Kieran Gibbs, so many crucial tackles, headers. He really did save us at one point when Szczesny fumbled, had that little bit of a mix-up with Mertesacker, and he just cleared the ball away. He was a crucial part tonight. One of the best left-backs in the league. He's a top player. He's an unsung hero in some respects. He deserves so much more credit. I think a lot of people forget about him at times. But towards the end of the game, it did seem to be rather sloppy, and we did concede a late penalty, which was then scored by Jordan Ayew, and it was a really good penalty into the top right-hand corner. Szczesny could do nothing about it. It slightly tarnishes the result, but I'm not complaining because 2-1 away from home, intimidating atmosphere against a really good Marseille side. We've got 3 points. I'm really happy. Another thing I just want to quickly brush over, Olivier Giroud tonight didn't impress me much, but I can't say too much about that because he wasn't really getting a lot of service. He did disappear at times, but you know, we don't always have great games, and frankly for Giroud it wasn't a great one tonight. He didn't really have any major input towards the game, but I'm sure he'll get back to goal scoring ways against Stoke at the weekend. But referring back to the result itself, it's a great result away from home. We've got Napoli next in the Champions League at home. As we know tonight, they beat Dortmund at their own ground, winning by 2-1, and that's a great result for them. And frankly, they're going to be one of the toughest opponents, especially to face at home. But I'm confident this group of players can defeat them, and plus we'll have the likes of Arteta, maybe Podolski back by that time. So hopefully we'll look a bit more positive, and hopefully we can grind out a result against Napoli. But tonight it wasn't really a comfortable victory. We did have to kind of scrape it out, but we've done it. We've got 3 points. But looking at just quickly around Europe elsewhere, Chelsea have lost tonight, and I don't want to talk about Chelsea too much, but it's just fantastic that we've hit the ground running. We've kick-started the Champions League, and they really, frankly haven't. And you know, you can't put us in for contention to win the Champions League just yet. I mean, we haven't got quite enough squad depth, but come January, if we get through these group stages and we've started the group stage phenomenally, with a win away from home, 3 points on the board already. If we can keep this up, bring in a couple of players in January, I could have us down as contenders for the Champions League quite easily. But tonight's been an absolutely great result. Really happy. Move on to Stoke at the weekend, a very physical team. Be a big game for all the lads. And then we've got the League Cup, of course, after that. But yeah, Champions League game out of the way. We move on now, and frankly, great result. So let me know what you thought of the game. Leave your thoughts in the comments box below. I do read through all the comments. I love hearing what you have to say. And if you did enjoy the video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more videos, and as always, thanks for watching, guys.